It's OwlLive with Morgyn and Kevin. And live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, your hosts, Morgan Siegfried and Kevin Cobb.
With Morgan and Kevin, brought to you by the Philadelphia Federal Credit Union. It's Friday. We're one night away from game day. I'm going to ECU. What do you have?
I will be watching at home on television, and
I'll be
I'll be at volleyball tonight, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, another exciting weekend. Big road game for Temple football.
Yes.
And Morgan, I got to mention a story. Our friend Sean Cameron, who is the head trainer for men's basketball, was asking me about the mugs, of course, and was asking, do we actually put anything in them? Now,
yes.
I'm not a...
Should I dump this on your...
No, please don't.
Proved it all.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but you know that I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan. Everyone knows this about me.
I'm happy that you're admitting this to the public.
The show was always, I love the show, but I thought it was always very distracting that when they walk around with the coffee cups, it's obvious that there's nothing in them.
You mentioned that to me. That was very disturbing for you.
I've really thought about this a lot. So there is water in the mug, so that when I go to lift the mug and take a sip, it's really,
Another weird rant.
So now that we've got that out of the way.
Off your chest. You feel better?
All right. Let's talk about what's happening this weekend in Temple Athletics. As I said, I will be at McGonigal Hall tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Temple Volleyball is taking on East Carolina. They've got a home weekend in conference play. They'll wrap up on Sunday at 1 o'clock against a very good Cincinnati team. So 2 big matches there for Temple Volleyball at McGonigal Hall. Big one for men's soccer Saturday night right here at the Temple Sports Complex. Nationally ranked SMU coming to town, and we'll have live coverage of that on Owls TV. And field hockey is away today taking on Old Dominion, but they'll be back here on Sunday, non-conference game against UC Davis at 12 noon on Sunday. And then, of course, in the middle of all this, Morgan's going to be in lovely Greenville, North Carolina to watch football take on ECU.
Yes, I am very excited. Hopefully come home back to Broad Street with a win.
There you go.
Exciting weekend ahead, but another thing that we're super excited about is both basketball teams are back in action.
Yes, the women got started on Wednesday with their first official practice, and you've got this really good group of seniors that have been in the program, made the NCAA tournament a year ago, and you have 6 newcomers in the program, so it's going to be a really talented freshman class. It should be very exciting to watch them.
And then on the men's side, you've got the return of Josh Brown, 4 new freshmen. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Really good women's schedule, really good men's home schedule, too.
Absolutely. The one thing we can't get over.
Yes.
Mine. Morgan Basilio from Women. Great name, by the way. If only she just stuck a Y in there.
She spells it wrong. That's the only thing, questionable spelling.
Got to talk to her parents, but I like where they were going with it. Morgan Basilio from women's soccer kept them in the game. They ended up winning against East Carolina, but this save, I mean, video doesn't do it justice. To be there, which we both were, it was like, how did she do that?
Yeah.
And I think if we show,
better than try to explain it.
It was on SportsCenter. It was NCAA number 2 play of the week.
But let's just remember, it all began right here on Owls TV.
Header here off the near post, put in, kept out somehow by Basilio. An unbelievable save as she comes flying out of nowhere to knock it away off a rebound attempt.
I've been calling college soccer for 10 years. I think it's the best play by a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, usually if you exert yourself once, that's like, wow. I'm winded. And we'll get into that with our Olympics. Yeah. But usually if you do one thing, you're like, I'm probably not doing the next. It's like when you're at the gym, you're like, okay, 10 minutes of cardio. I earned a 20-minute break.
The Olympics. Round 6 of the Olympics. The standings, to bring you up to speed, Morgan is ahead 3-2.
Yes.
And for this week, with the cross-country championships coming up at the end of the month right here in Philadelphia.
We were feeling inspired.
We thought we'd try our hand at some cross-country, but once we found out how long a cross-country race was, we had to dial it back a little bit to a 400-meter race.
Once we found out it was over 1 lap around the track, we were like, listen, guys, this is
that's a distance race for us. So we enlisted one of the great runners in Temple history, Blanca Fernandez, to coach us up and then pit us head-to-head in a race around the Temple Sports Complex track. Tell us what we need to know about pacing,
Form.
about, form, what we need to do for a good race.
Well, that's a good question, and I don't think there's too much to know.
Oh, great.
He's got the gear.
Is this is what you normally would wear for a race, right? This is the...
Well, if you are competing to get the bus before someone else, it could be. But if you're in a track, you should have like nice sneakers and pretty light clothes. But yeah, I mean, for running, you just have to put one foot after the other and don't fall.
Okay.
So that's the only
And
thing
you
to
can
do.
tell us
good
what's
advice.
a good 400 time for
Yes.
like you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a 400 runner, but we have kids here that are able to do this loop in 55 seconds.
Okay. So that's the goal. All right. Perfect.
Is less than
Under
a
a
minute.
minute.
Ready, steady, go!
I don't like this outside lane. It feels like I'm running longer. I went out too fast. I went out too fast. How am I doing?
I can't breathe.
Like,
Well,
my teeth hurt. Is that normal? I feel it. I feel it in my teeth. Oh my God.
cardiac arrest.
What was the winning time?
It was 1:18 for you.
Whoa!
1:18. Woo!
That's pretty good.
Well, Blanca, not that we already
Yes.
didn't have a very healthy respect for what the folks at Temple Cross Country
Yes.
do, but I think we definitely are. We're going to be feeling this one for a
And
while.
now I can
so
say I was coached by a pro.
That's
so,
right.
I mean,
That's right.
watch out, runners.
Thank you so much, Blanca Fernandez.
Thanks, Rhonda.
Whew. All right.
Olympics.
See, this is so easy. Actually, I just have to do this.
That is a janky looking
And
three.
we're tied, 3-3.
You were waiting for this moment.
I was. I really didn't think this would happen when I was down 3-1, but I've got some momentum now. I've won 2 in a row. Feeling good, feeling fast.
Well, compared to we even talked to Seamus, and he said when I played soccer here, I was not a blazer. So
He did.
really, not much has changed, and I've only gotten worse.
No.
But you were moving.
Well, all right, so I gotta tell you, I felt,
beginning.
watching the video back, felt awful because in my mind, I mean, that was as fast as I could possibly run. I was feeling like I was running very fast, and then you watch that shot from the GoPro, and I'm just like crawling
You
across
look like
the
you're
screen.
underwater.
I'm like, oh my God, like that, is that what I look like?
And then all I have to say is one of us was heaving afterwards, and one of us was just kind of, chatting away with Blanca. Oh yeah, I didn't win, but
Listen, I got the win. I may have, thrown up a little afterwards, but it's all worth it in the pursuit of Olympics glory.
and that is all we have for you. Exciting weekend ahead,
Yes.
and go Owls, right?
Go Owls.
Anything I'm missing?
Uh,
Alrighty then, and that is how you know this is live.